Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And before we get, started on things today, I just wanted to give a few shout outs. One is thanks to everyone who heckin' helped me hit 1,000 subs. Like, I'm still pinching myself to make sure it's real. So thank you so much to everyone. Like, holy heck, I never thought I'd get this far. So again, I appreciate you all who helped me get here. And then just wanted to call out specifically, I think, a few thank yous to, some folks that really helped me and still are helping me just be where I am today are, everyone who's been helping me with the Good Clean Commander stuff. So Ginger, Nat, Aaron, Mitch, Austin, like, holy heck, thank you so much for all of your help. Like, it's just really surreal to have this level of support and such good friends. I'd also like to say thank you to MTG Josh and MTG Gnome because your support has been awesome, especially in my wee early days when I had no idea what I was doing. If you haven't checked out their YouTube channels, I highly recommend it because they're just really awesome people. And then some Subaruers that I wanted to call out as a huge thank you. Ken, who recently joined the Good Clean Commander crew, was just hanging out in the Discord, was the first person to join, and we just became fast friends. So I just thought that was really awesome that now you're part of the Good Clean Commander crew. So very happy to have you on, and thank you again for your support in so many ways. And then some Subaruers that I would like to thank are Crovax1375, Cesar Rodriguez de Oliveira, MIBBZX1493, you're heckin' awesome. Chris Schofield 7242, thank you. I just always really appreciate the conversations that we have and really just how kind you are and really supportive. So I just wanted to give a special shout out to you. And if I didn't mention you, I'm sorry. I think you're awesome too. And feel free to go, hey, what about me? But anyways, I just want to say thanks to everyone. And sorry if that, rambled on for too long there. So let's check out the deck list and I'll see you in a second. All right, here is the deck. Today we're playing Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim. It's 5 CMC. And the cool shenanigans that you do with this commander is whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on Teferi, and then you can, +0 and draw a card. So it's basically +1ing their loyalty ability. And then if you -2, you create a 2/2 blue spirit creature token with vigilance, and whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then if you -12 it, target opponent chooses a permanent they control and returns it to its owner's hand. Then they shuffle each non-land permanent they control into its owner's library. So basically a board wipe-ish that really sucks for your opponent if you get the -12. So I've only had an opponent use the -12 on me once, and I think it was because I couldn't just get through and punch their commander. But the big part for this is I think it can basically just win you the game if you can get to that point. And obviously people don't want that to happen, so Teferi, as soon as it hits the board, is going to be a pretty big target to remove. So just keep that in mind, that you'll likely need a way to protect your commander the moment you put it on the board, or at least have a way to, not be sad if it dies. But anyways, I just wanted to call out because there's a lot of really cool new cards that I think, because we're getting so many different sets that have been dropping that are easy to miss. And I realized when I was going through the different cards for this deck that when I was playing with the Azorius Soldiers Commander, I missed some soldiers that were actually really cool and would have been really good additions to that, soldier synergy commander. So I just wanted to call out some of the newer cards that I was playing in case you're like, oh, that would be cool to try out. So Teresian Mindbreaker is 7 CMC, which sounds like a lot, but if you're going to be discarding stuff and you don't care, like if you're going to be putting stuff, into your graveyard, I think anything with an unearth ability is going to be super cool, because more often than not, we're probably not going to be casting this, for the 7 cost. We're probably going to be discarding this with like, your Brawl officer effect or something else, that we put this into our graveyard and then we pay the unearth cost and then attack with it. So when you attack with it, you have defending player mills half their library rounded up, and this could seem like potentially scary if you're leaning into some sort of like mill strategy, if you're going up against an opponent with graveyard plays and some sort of graveyard synergy that you want to not feed. That's why I like to run stuff like Soul Guide Lantern and Lantern of the Lost, just so we have some way to shut down any sort of, you know, graveyard plays and stuff like that. So if you're worried about that, that's just something to keep in mind, that you could potentially feed your opponent's graveyard with this, but I think you're going to have a lot of fun just hitting your opponent's library out of nowhere, because for some decks like mono red, you're just going to really hurt them. So other new cards that I wanted to call out here, this is a paragraph long chunk of text that I do not want to read, but if you're doing some sort of spell slinging deck, I recommend checking out Hercule Master Wizard, because you get a lot of really interesting sort of like filter effects for, especially if you're doing like a spell slinging, you know, a deck shenanigans. So a soldier card that I wanted to call out that I would have loved to put in the other soldier deck that I had made is Sky Strike Officer. It's 3 CMC. Whenever they attack, you create a 1/1 colorless artifact creature token, tap 3 soldiers you control, draw a card. So really powerful, really awesome, and it just spits out tokens really fast, especially if you're in a deck that cares about soldiers. This is going to be just an awesome card for it. So I really like this card, and it did well in this deck too, because early game you can just create bodies, try to stay alive longer, and not get murdered before you can do cool stuff with Teferi. Another card that I thought was really awesome, because I flashed this out during a board wipe and got something back that I carried, was and that wasn't a test game, so don't worry, no spoilers. When Zephyr Sentinel enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature you control to its owner's hand. If it was a soldier, put a +1/+1 counter on Zephyr Sentinel. And then the other card here is Spectrum Sentinel, because I thought this was a brilliant, like, the fact that it has like protection for multicolored is huge, especially if you're doing like commander stuff, because a lot of people have multicolored cards. And so imagine like just blocking like a 10/10 that's a multicolored card with Spectrum Sentinel, because it has protection for multicolored, it just eats that damage. So it's going to be super cool, I think really flexible, whether early game or late game, just as a blocker. And the other piece of this that's really interesting that I think could be super synergistic with any sort of like life gain cards, because a lot of people always like to yell at you for playing too many basic lands, but whenever a non-basic land enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, you gain 1 life. So I love that. I think this could be a really powerful card, both in Historic Brawl and Commander. So I would be curious to see, you know, maybe if I add this in some more decks. But anyways, those were like the newer cards I wanted to call out. I don't play much blue, like mono blue specifically, with like edit control kind of stuff. So one of the cards that I always feel like really guilty playing, especially in paper, is Jin-Gitaxias. So I did put it in this deck because I think it just does so much cool stuff with your commander. But if I don't play this the most smart way, it's because I'm like, oh, like, what do I do? This is a shiny new thing. And I put Ancient Silver Dragon in this deck, because I think the synergy with Teferi is going to be crazy if we're able to roll that D20, because more than likely just attacking with this creature is going to let us, you know, use our ult. And then we also have Hullbreaker Horror. We have Mordenkainen, which is a really cool card that I've always wanted to get the ult to go off of. So let's hope we can do that today. And then we have Thassa, Deep Dwelling. So if you pay 4, tap down another creature, will potentially let us punch through our opponent's lines. But the other piece of this is we have a bunch of stuff that has ETB effects that we care about. So the goal is to try to get more value from either ETBs with card draw or ramp or something along those lines by just, you know, flickering them. Anyways, that's the overview of the deck. I'm really excited to show you how it does, so I'll see you out there. Okay, we're going up against Soren. Those are nice to have, but I would rather have like something that's going to further our board state. Yeah, this looks a lot more control-y and fun. And then we even have the thing to shut down their commander, so that's pretty sweet overall. Okay, drop you, and we'll put our friend here down. Non-land permanent, okay. We do want to leave magic up for, what do you call it? Wash away. And then we can always sack that to bounce something back. So I'm just gonna hang out here. They'll probably see this and, you know, play around the counter spell. Yeah, I mean, we don't care about taking 2 damage. We'll be fine. I just noticed they had like a robot dragon looking thing. I'm just gonna do this now. On their end step. Because we have another way to bounce stuff back. So we can hit another land drop. Alright, oop, that's always sweet. Let's put Narset down. Okay. Let's look at the top. We'll do this. And let's attack. Because, I don't know, my brain said bonk. Can you tell I'm a mono white player? Okay, we can put that back to their hand. Not terribly worried about it at the moment. Okay. We'll just do that at instant speed though. We'll put you down. And then what do we want to do with our life? What makes sense here? So you take, yeah, we need our stuff up for counter magic and stuff. I will down tick Narset. We'll take this. And then no attacks in turn. Okay, we'll just use wash away. And then we'll just bounce this back to hand. And then we'll use this. Okay. Woo! GG's. Oh, I was a little nervous. Gotta appreciate Blue's control though. Again, okay. This will be interesting. I think I will keep it. Yeah, I mean, we have some early plays. That seems good. Hadn't seen that card before. Put that down. Mind Stone. Interesting. We'll put down Brawl. And I guess pass the turn. I'm quite curious what Chromatic Lantern's for, because they shouldn't need color mana, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm intrigued sure. As funny as it would be to put Rune Crab down, I think we just want to make a body here. And I'm so like suspicious about this Ugin because they're gonna drop in. What do they blow up? Target permanent, so they can kill Teferi if they wanted to. Which I think would be okay if they did. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we'll put this down and get our buddy here down. We will uptick you. I'm so worried about what they have. This is just really like, I don't know, I've never played against an Ugin deck like this, so don't really know what to expect. Monument, okay. Let's put Rune Crab in there because I don't see that really benefiting us a ton. And then we'll uptick you. Okay. And then we're just gonna hit face. I'm still really curious about like what they have here. They dropped the monument. Is there a combo that I'm not aware of? Because they can, I think, drop Ugin and blow one of the planeswalkers up, but it doesn't look like that's what they want to do. Maybe they're doing that? Okay, they're manifesting. Let's, I guess, do this again. Okay, we'll put you and you. Oh, just do that. Okay. Play this land for turn. We will, I guess, uptick you. I like drawing cards. And then let's witness protection that. I don't know if they still get the card, but I figured it'd be an interesting experiment. And then we can focus on attacking. Let's just hit face. What happens? They can just -3 something anyways. I was curious if they still get the manifest. Oh, they do. Okay. Worth the experiment. Would be cool to... what are we gonna counter? You. Let's take action. Okay, we got a negate. We'll put this land into, what do you call it, the graveyard. I really hope they stick around where we can pop off this ult, because that's going to be pretty darn cool. Assuming they don't blow up Teferi right now. Yep, we don't have a way to stop that.
I'm sure I'll laugh about this later.
Negate. We have our protection spells ready. Okay, we'll just put that to the bottom. Trying to keep our board state protected here. Okay, we'll discard this land, I think, or no, we needed to recast something. Let's get rid of, I guess, opt. Okay. So first things first, we'll play a land. We will uptick this friend. We will put Delver into the bin. We will then... Oh, that's going to be so much fun to cast, but I think the responsible thing here is going to be... Oh, I guess I had lethal with Hollow the Storm Giants. They can't -3 it, so let's just go all in and hit their face. Ah, wait, I could have done that. Darn it, I keep messing up this Hollow the Storm Giants. Oh well. My bad. Hopefully that doesn't lose us the game. We'll drop you. And then we will uptick you. Yeah, I totally could have just closed the game out if I had powered that up instead of shenanigans. So if I lose, I guess I deserve it. They're going to be able to pay that, so it doesn't matter too much. Plus it's not a threat. Okay. So I think here each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Okay, so they could choose to keep that into play. So we'll start with you. Let's do this because that seems fun. Even though we had some really cool other plays to do, but I wanted to pop off this ult because I never get to pop off the ult.
I shall crush you, the knowledge of countless worlds.
There we go. Yep, just making sure I read that card correctly. Okay, and we'll just attack. Okay. What other things do we want to do? Okay. Guess we'll -2 you.
Nice to see a
And
familiar face.
hope we didn't mill ourselves out. I definitely probably made a misplay or two here. We have a counterspell in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Sorry, opponent. No, that wasn't it. That's not it. That's not it. Where's our other counterspell? This is too many. This is too many. I'm so sorry, opponent. I'm really sorry, opponent. I swear I have an answer. Okay, we'll just do this one. It's probably stupid. Okay, GG's. Sorry about taking forever on that. Nefthroy. I love this card. I'll keep it. I'll try to remember this card exists if I have the ability to pump it. Turn into a creature. Boop. And boop. Okay. This is the first historic Brawl commander I made. So it mutates, it has Death Touch, Lifelink. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So basically what I would do was try to mutate stuff onto Skewt Swarm and be silly that way. It's pretty strong. We'll wait. And probably like Memory Deluge on their turn. Boop. Put a little reminder there. Because I never remember triggers. Yeah, let's do this. I think we want Witness and Solemn. Take that end step off. Okay. Boop. We'll do our buddy here because we like ramping. Boop. Look at that. Depending how big that friend gets too. Ooh, Well of Lost Dreams. Okay, so that's like what's her face? Shalai, or whatever. The Purifying Blade. Shauna the Purifying Blade. But in artifact form. Let's put this down because we believe in card draw. And we'll ship the turn. We're just gonna take it, you know, nice and relaxed approach here. Don't want to be playing into like, I don't know, any weird sweepers and stuff. Okay. I think I'll just do this now. Draw a card. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be super helpful, but it is more card draw. Look at all this synergy they got. That's some real synergy. Okay, drop you. I think we can put this down now, and we'll be fine. And I think we're gonna put this body down, and then if they board wipe, we can Disdainful Stroke. So we'll try to leave mana up to protect our board state and all that fun stuff. So no attacks. They're gaining all the life for days, which is pretty sweet. Just trying to keep shore up to help protect our board state. And then we also have, again, Disdainful Stroke. I'll allow it. We're just chilling, you know? We're just having fun. So use Shore Up to try to keep Brawl alive. Draw cards. Ooh. That'll be handy whenever they start mutating. We'll hold on to it for a bit though. Thanks. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna drop Psychosis Crawler. We'll do this. Then we will think about stuff and things. So I kind of like the idea now of environmental sciencing. And then, yeah, just get the other land. And then I think we'll do kind of the same game plan of just like chilling. Because again, they board wipe or something. I also like the idea of like doing memory deluge. It's a little bit of like a chess match here. Feels like we do have some potential answers to like really big threats that they drop. Okay. So it's gonna be pretty good for them. We do have Whelming Wave. So they're gonna gain life. I think we have to maybe witness protection that Soul Warden. Just to keep them from making too many Griffins. Because they have to gain 3 life. So I'm sure they have ways of like making a lot of stuff. And then we have Whelming Wave if like the board state gets too crazy. But I'm thinking that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay. So let's start with this. Witness protection on our friend here. And then let's memory deluge. We'll look at you and you. That's pretty sweet. Let's draw another card. And again, I really want to just like be ready for a potential board wipe. So we are just gonna chill. So we have 2 potential answers here. Disdainful Stroke for a board wipe and negate for anything that's gonna be targeting stuff we care about. Or in this case, we're gonna want to shut down Ashnod's Altar. We did leave ourselves potentially unprotected here if they just destroy Brawl. But I think we did need to shut down this Ashnod's Altar. Okay, GG's. Shanna, Purifying Blade. I like her a lot. We'll keep this. Not a lot of counter magic going on, which may not be the best thing because they probably are going to have some early plays. Maybe let some card draw too. What's interesting about that commander is you have to wait to end step to do the card draw piece. So when I was playing with her, like if she got removed, you just straight up don't get the card draw for it. Oh, I thought they were gonna counter it. I was like, no. Oh, I forgot to put this in here. This is a new one from Brothers War. It's gonna be spicy. Okay, they passed. We'll do the same thing. Blue is nice when you can do stuff on your opponent's end step. Okay. What you gonna do, friend? I got 4 mana open. You gonna play anything into that non-existent? Oh, yep. I was gonna say non-existent counter spell. Yeah, we'll keep that because then we can get Teferi down. Assuming they're not going to counter Teferi. That would be sad. Do we do it? Do you think they got the counter magic? They have like negate up. I mean, if they're going to counter anything, I guess I'd have it be our commander. I think they do have it though. Yep. Okay. Again, I'd rather them take out our commander than like Jin Cataxis or something. Or other things that we care about. And too, I always have to move like what I think my next play is going to be up further into my hand so I don't forget. Because sometimes I just like, I don't know, go on autopilot. So I'm thinking we get Riddlemaster, Sphinx down, then we have the island. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried playing their commander yet, but maybe they've been trying to play around like counter magic. I don't know. But we'll just put that right back into their hand with Riddlemaster, Sphinx. Boop. And we are hitting our land drops, which always feels good. Okay. Oh, they put it in command zone? So then just put it back to their hand. Maybe just autopilot, like clicked on it. I think they could have just put it back to their hand. Unless maybe that... I don't know. We'll get this one down next because it seems like really fun. This seems like a card that could really hurt you if you're playing against like a graveyard deck or like a Shentai. That's gonna be fun. I'm really curious what they have in their hand because I'm used to this deck having kind of like an aggressive start with like baby life linkers and stuff. Okay. So we can save that for when they build up their board state a bit more. So yeah, let's put this down because I haven't played it before and it seems really fun. Little attack here. Bonk. Then we can always reverse rebuke them after they do some shenanigans. No! Right when I was talking about how I never played with the card. I didn't even get a chance to try it out. It unearthed, so okay. Okay. Well, that was a good turn for them. We won't block because we'll just reverse rebuke them. Because I'm assuming, yeah, they're gonna pay their mana there. Okay. Drop this. So so there's a couple things that I'm thinking right here. One is we can put down Teferi's protection knowing that they don't have protection anymore. Or we could just totally set them back a little bit, but they do have some cheap little dorks here that I don't think it'll be too big of an issue for them to get their stuff back down. So it might be better that we start developing our own board state. Especially since we know that they're not going to be able to like block essentially. I think we'll hold on. Hope they can't punch through and hit Teferi. And then maybe reverse rebuke. Because I would like for them to put like things that cost a bit more mana down. Okay. And then just bounce it all back to their hand. If we can hopefully keep our board state somewhat functioning here. Oh, it can't be blocked. Nice. Okay, well, Teferi's probably going to go by. But at least we got a big body that we can put down. I stand by that.
I lost the battle, not the war.
Okay, yep. So then they're going to have a huge hand too. They have no counter magic up. Makes me feel a little better. So I think we're gonna have enough mana. We'll just do this. Okay. Okay. So I think we're gonna start with, yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna do this because I can get Jinka taxes down next turn. Sweet. And then we'll probably use this to bounce something back that they put down that's a threat. Or we can just skip the fun and go straight to hitting them in the face with this. Sounds pretty cool to me. Okay. Man, that seems like such a fun play, but this seems really fun because I never play this card and I feel bad in paper to do it, and it just seems like it'll be fun to do here. So I might just be greedy and do this. Yeah. The greed! Discard a basic land. We did totally put it down unprotected, but you know what? We got a full-on hand of stuff. That's pretty dope. I think we'll just take the damage here. It makes me a little worried because of how much mana they have up. Okay. We have another way to put all their stuff back to hand too. Might be beneficial to us. Okay. Even more card draw. Yeah, I think we will do this so we can get our friend back to hand. Do we? How much is that? We can't counter that. Okay, we'll let it go. It's not the end of the world for us. We'll drop our land for turn. And then let's do this. We'll go ahead and attack. Huzzah! Oh boy. That's a lot of cards. Okay. And then we'll save this. Ottawa City to bounce their commander back when it attacks. How many cards do they have left? 36? What'd we hit? Oh, there are a couple of their own sort of board wipes. Okay, we'll just bounce this back to their hand. We're just gonna make them draw their whole deck pretty much. Card. So we have Fading Hope, which will be a big help. Let's put down Defiler first. I'll be bummed if they counter this. Okay, it resolves. Put this down. And what makes sense that we're gonna do here? I think we'll just wait for their turn. Okay. All right. What makes sense here? I think we're gonna want to bounce that back. We're gonna put that down. And then we'll Thirst Discovery. Okay. And I think we'll put this in front of this and this here. Oh, it can't be blocked. Okay. And that lifelink. Oh, that's rough. Okay. That might have gotten this. Because I don't know what else I'm going to do. I might have gotten this. I probably could have played things a bit differently there. Okay. Well, this is a fun card, and it might be the body that we need, but I am worried that they're going to counter us. Ah, this is a tough decision. Let's try Seagate, because they might just counter that. I can't even counter. Where's my counter magic? Okay. One, two. How much does it need? It needs 6 mana. We got 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I hate it when Arena does that. Where they like highlight, like you can actually use Storm of the Hall Giants. Yeah, they won this. I probably could have played, I don't know, a bit differently. Look, I just wanted to do the fun unearth play. Okay. Oh, do I have to decide what to discard? Yeah. Okay. Did this save us? Oh, I forgot they changed it so it can be countered. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 13. Okay. think we need to put this down. I'm just worried that like it's gonna get countered, but I don't think we have another way to. Yeah, we can't. What am I gonna counter? Nothing. Ah, this disdainful stroke feels bad in hand. Alright, good game. I got nothing. Alright, I hope you had fun watching the shenanigans. This was a pretty fun deck, and I think if I gave myself some more time to kind of brush off the cobwebs to remember how to, you know, play this style of control, maybe I would have done a little better. I don't know. Especially like the cards I was like, I just want to play this because it's a cool card that I never get to play. But anyways, to the MVPs, the cards that I thought did super good and deserve a gold star on their homework are Brawl, Chief of Compliance, so they're 2 CMC, and this card is just like amazing. I almost just started breaking down every little aspect of this card, but it was really good because one, it made our instant and sorcery spells cost less, but then also it helped us kind of filter through the library to help boost up like Teferi or dig for answers, so really good in this deck. Super spicy. The other card that I think deserves a shout out, just again because of the sheer amount of potential just murder plays you can do with this, is Psychosis Crawler, because whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. Mordenkainen was really cool. I think the +2 ability was really helpful, and the fact that we can make another illusion that's kind of similar to the illusions that, you know, Teferi's making is just really good synergy. The -10 ability can potentially feel like a non-bow, but the fact that you're just like putting your whole library in your hand is pretty sweet for just trying to close out a game. So overall, I think these 3 cards were super fun to play with and really cool to see, you know, in action for this deck. So hope you had fun watching, and let me know how the heck you would change this deck up, especially if you play a lot of blue, because again, I'm so used to lately just playing like punch face decks or leaning into kind of like swampy elements for any sort of control that is either board wipe or direct creature removal. It's harder for me to think of controlling the board state in this color, where maybe you don't have as much like board wipes or direct creature removal, where your removal is either going to be like countering something before it hits the board or bouncing stuff back to your opponent's hand long enough for you to keep like building your strategy and maybe get ahead of your opponent. So I'd say like that perspective on control was a bit of a mindset shift. So again, I would love to hear like, how do you like to play blue, if you feel like typing that out, or what are some cards that you would like to recommend, you know, adding to this deck. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye.